Okay, we should be live, I think. Just going to get the screen set up, and then we will be good to go. I'm only like 3 minutes late today. That's progress. Hold on, we're almost ready to begin here. I've got a bazillion devices in my face. Okay, the audio sounds good. So that means we should be good to go. Now that I have the computer, I can check 3 different devices for the stream chat and the whatchamacallit? The any Discord notifications I need, although I can't get Discord on my computer, and I don't know why. Okay, now I'm good. 2020, what would it be, 2025? Yeah, 2025 OFL Draft. Before we start, we're going to look at the season schedule as well. What is good? Cobra, Pokemon, Giddy, Denmark, Daniel, The Games, SGYT, Husker, C-Mill. How we doing, everybody? Do you have a 20... Okay, before we start, the Pioneers don't know what picks they have, clearly. So why don't we just do that now? Just so you know which picks you have, here are the picks that you currently own, not including the Austin Jackson trade. Can I see my update? I'm showing all updated rosters after the draft. Your roster is whatever it was shown in the roster video plus the free agency signed. The Double Shamrocks have traded the first overall pick to the Ravens for Hall of Famer cash considerations. What a stud. What if after the draft, I do not have the cap to make the Whiteside trade? You should be able to have enough cap space because all of your rookies' contracts are taken into account with your cap space, so you'll probably be fine. And Whiteside's not making that much money because he's on a rookie deal, and he wasn't like some super high draft pick, so you'll have more than enough money. Oh, look, Alex is late again. What a shocker, said no one. Hey, I was like 3 minutes late. I did good today. Here, I'll show everybody their cap space now, because that takes a minute. Then we'll see the schedule, then we can start. So free agency for Madden 23 will not be entirely on money. Exactly, yes, that's one of the big additions with Madden 23. I know some content creators are starting their franchise stuff today because they're special and they get the game early. I'm going to try not to watch a whole lot because I want to experience it on my own. Obviously, you guys can do whatever you want. But I am excited to get my hands on Tuesday, which is why I kind of rushed the scouting process so I could have the draft today. So if I needed an extra day to do like the roster video or the preseason free agents or whatnot, and then I can have the preseason over the next couple of days while I enjoy the new Madden game. Who is Shane Marino? He was the previous coach of the Dolphins, but I'm just keeping the old coach names so we can keep the statistics throughout the series. Or, I guess, this OFL cycle. Who did we start with again? I think we started with the Dolphins. Okay. Try telling your future wife on your wedding day, don't worry, honey, I'm only 3 minutes late. That's good. Yeah, my wife would know a thing or two about 3 minutes with me, right? No? Okay. We want the schedule. Or do we have to go into the draft itself to see the new schedule? Yeah, okay. Who are the Giants going to play their first game of the year? They didn't win their division, so they don't get to play the first place teams from the NFC. So maybe they'll play a team like us week 1. Maybe we can get our revenge. That's the wrong button. There we go. I'll show everybody their draft picks before we start because there have been a lot of trades. Can I see the new schedule now? Yay, I can. Okay. We'll try to get through this quickly. All right, week 1. Show me Vikings, Giants. Show it to me. I don't see the Vikings. Yes! We get the first game of the year. Revenge. And we don't have to worry about A.J. Terrell throwing it anymore because he's out of here. Giants are not throwing on Jair Alexander, Greg Newsome, or Chidobe Awuzie. Or Marcus Peters, who's my CB4. Ooh, primetime against Nick. That's fun. Have I played Nick at all? No, because this is season 4. We have Sunday night against the Black Knights. Another playoff rematch. Jair Alexander's about to choke even worse than Terrell. That's a pretty hard thing to do because A.J. Terrell single-handedly lost us the game. So if that's the case, then I'm going to regret giving Jair Alexander a lot of money this offseason. Although since he'll be like 29, he'll probably only want a one-year deal for a lot of money. And it's hard to bring back corners on one-year deals in this game. So I'm a little bit concerned about that. But it's worth it to get A.J. Terrell gone. Record prediction post for... I'm not making any predictions until the draft passes. Because a lot of things could change today. I don't know what to expect for this draft. I think I know who's going number 1. And then after that, I have no clue. Is this the last full season? We're doing 2 more full seasons. Because I really want to have the super loaded free agency class of all the top fantasy draft picks. So we're doing 2 more full seasons, which I'm going to try to get through the seasons quicker. That way we can hop into OFL 23 quicker, whether that's actually on Madden 23 or on a retro game. New trade. Okay, I'll do that before we start as well. QB's going picks 1 through 12. I mean, that's a little bit hard when the teams picking the top 2 have Lamar Jackson and Patrick Mahomes, but you never know. Are there even 12 draftable quarterbacks in this class? I have a feeling we could see the quarterback slip because I feel like everybody, for the most part, feels pretty good about their QB. So if Tatum Parrish falls to, what do we have, like, I think 16 from Atlanta? Then, I don't know, I might have to do that. Who do I want to check? I want to do trades, and then I'll show everybody's picks, and then we can finally start. When is OFL 23? Whenever OFL 22 is done. When will that be? I don't know. All right, we have the Pioneers 3rd, Orlando 2nd, and Mark Lewinsky for Austin Jackson. So now the Shamrocks don't have to give up a 1st. The Pioneers don't have a 3rd. Giddy, are you blind? I showed you your picks 2 minutes ago. These are the picks you own if you want to trade for Austin Jackson. Do you want to do your next 2 twos? Do you want to do that? This is like the 4th time. Oh, they were receiving the pick. I'm blind. Never mind. Just forget what I just said. And we'll make it happen. Is he a left tackle? Yeah, there he is. Okay. You guys have to send in the trades who is sending what item. I'm pretty sure I did make that a rule, so you guys cannot get mad at me, because it is technically a rule that you have to say who is sending the item. I'm not going to veto a trade because of that, but just for future reference, the Pioneers 3rd would be 89. Yeah. And then Glowinski. So it's not my fault. You guys have to read the rules on how trading works. All right, there we go. Thank God. This Austin Jackson debacle is finally done. Okay, now I'm going to show everybody their picks this year, and then we can finally start. Thank the Lord. If you need to pause at any point, feel free to pause, because I'm going to try to go through this pretty quick. Shamrocks have a ton. They're like the Jaguars last year. Although the Jaguars had like close to 30 last year. The Tigers have... Oh, yeah, they traded them all for Trevor Lawrence. Yeah, we have 16. We don't have a 3 or a 4. Feel like doing a 4-team trade. Well, if it works, then sure. Do it, I guess. Wow, the Bears have... Oh, yeah, the Andy Morrison trade. That's why. No wonder they have a lot. They have pretty much Denver's entire draft. But Broncos only have a 2. I guess it's more than the Tigers can say, though. Who did we start with? We started with the Pioneers. And then we can finally start. I apologize for the delay. Blame Giddy, because everything is Giddy's fault. New England has all of Chicago's picks. All right, there we go. Who did you get to not have a first-round pick? That might have been the Debo trade with Cleveland. Because I'm pretty sure Cleveland had your pick. I don't know if they still do. Because Nick has made a lot of deals. Can I not pause it? Oh, I have to use the Wizards. Okay, now I can pause it. Thoughts on the unique name gang? We're special. We're special snowflakes. All right, the draft is finally here. The Dublin Shamrocks have the #1 overall pick. Who's going to Dublin? They've mentioned a few different names, really all of the top non-quarterback prospects because they have Lamar Jackson. They don't really need a quarterback. Could it be Cooper Coakley? Could it be Keon Johnson, Evan Mitchell, Dontavius Brown? Who's it going to be? They have selected cash considerations. With the first overall pick, the Dublin Shamrocks select a person. Which person? Keon Johnson, defensive end out of Baylor. So Keon Johnson is the #1 pick going to Dublin. He's a hidden development. I believe Dublin already knows his development, and hint, hint, it's pretty good. I can't really say I disagree with this pick. The Shamrocks don't need a quarterback, so go and get the best non-QB in this class, and that's probably Keon Johnson. Why did we need 2 messages to make the pick? I agree. Keep your picks in 1 message, guys. We don't need to drag this along. The draft can already be pretty time-consuming. All right, the Wizards are on the clock. I have received word on who they're going to select at #2. They are sticking with the theme of defensive line, and they're going with... Oh, wow, he's down the board. Ndamukong Suh Jr. out of the University of Oregon. Go Ducks. He is a hidden development, 22 overall with 98 strength. He's pretty strong. Enough said. All right, who's up next? The Bucks. This is definitely a sim, because I know Ian is not here, and I know he did not do his scouting. With the 3rd pick of the Bucks go quarterback, they do. Tatum Parrish out of Clemson is the pick to the Bucks. That'll bring us to the Bats. They don't have a coach. They did have one for like a week, and then he stepped down because he got busy. So the Bats at 4 go with Cooper Coakley, a wide receiver out of Northwestern. It feels like they have a bazillion receivers. That'll bring us to the Rams at 5. I see Mr. Rob is here. So far, 1 quarterback has gone off the board. Not that the Rams probably would go QB, although DJ was pretty blah last year. Did you get drafted yet? No, we've gone through 4 picks. I don't think we've had any users go yet. Your player is projected closer to the end of the first round, but maybe Mr. Rob really likes him. Only one receiver gone so far. Cooper Coaxley went to the Bats. Can we play Jeopardy? We don't need to play Jeopardy yet. Mr. Rob hasn't taken more than 2 minutes. Very good receiver class here as the Rams are selecting Anthony Soroka out of the University of Miami. AAA. He's pretty good. I know a lot of teams scouted him. A lot of teams had him high on their board. So he's going to be a pretty good player. I know his development trait, and hint, it is not star. You were going to select... I think a lot of teams had him as their number one guy on their board. So he ends up in L.A. That'll bring us to the Jaguars at 6. Who does Pepper Jack want? Pepper Jack is here. He wants quarterback Noah Syverson. The second quarterback off the board is not Shane Arsenio. It's not Jack Jackson. It's not Dalton Beverly. It is Noah Syverson out of Maine, the big arm QB. So it's fitting that Nick and Ader's player goes to the Jaguars because the two of them have been pretty much swapping quarterbacks nonstop. C.J. Stroud and Zach Wilson swapped teams, I think, in separate trades. Zach Wilson is back in Jacksonville after he was originally drafted there. So those two teams are just pretty much handing each other quarterbacks, and it's fitting that the player Nick and Ader makes goes there. That'll bring us to the Lions at 7. Did Jose scout? I don't know. He might have. Let's see. He did not. Okay, so this is a sim. The Lions select Shane Arsenio, quarterback out of Arizona State. So that means Shane Arsenio is now the best quarterback the Lions have, who does not have 26 sexual assault cases next to their name. The Bears don't have the coach. That's a sim. They go with Adam Collins out of Georgia, the corner. And that'll bring us to Pokemon and the Bison at 9. Why do you have Khalil Hales if you traded him to the Pioneers? You must have not traded him, though. That deal must have been vetoed or what, but I don't know. Wide receiver Patrick is the pick to the Bison. I have good news and I have bad news. The bad news is that he only has normal development. The good news is that he is really, really, really good. I know some of you guys may know his rating. It may or may not be an 87. So, yeah, he's quite good. Normal development aside, this is a very strong pick for them. Even if you have normal development, you can still become a very good player. Look at Osiris Jefferson in the Eagles series. He was the number one pick. He was like an 80-something overall, but with normal development, and sure enough, he had a higher legacy score than anybody who had been drafted through the 4 drafts that we did in the series. I'm not saying Patrick is going to be a multi-time MVP winner, but he's pretty good. He does have 19 jumping, though, and he isn't strong at all. He's a twig. He cannot jump, but he goes fast. All right, the Cardinals are up at 10. I don't know if Denmark scouted, but I know Denmark is here. He's a running back in your book. Well, the Bison don't need a running back. Unless they were to trade Kamara. Then I guess they would. Denmark is back. Well, you're kind of on the clock, bud, so I kind of need a pick here. He won't even need to play receiver. He can just be Desmond Howard. Put him on College game day. He'll be a natural. Is Hector still here? Hector... What do you mean is Hector still here? There's not a Hector in the draft class. Or he can be the first OFL wide back. I don't know how you would make that work, but I guess it's worth a shot. Kamara's in a Las Vegas County jail. They do need running back. See, kids, I drafted Swift over Kamara last night for good reason, and it's not just because I'm biased. Is Ismu on the board? Ismu is still on the board. Is that who you want to pick? Or Bubba? Bubba is also still on the board. So it looks like Denmark may be going for a user, maybe an offensive skill position player. Mitchell, how did he fall so low? I don't know. That's a good question. You want Ismu. Okay. Wide receiver James Francis out of Mississippi State is the selection to the Cardinals. So they add another weapon to the offense for Justin Fields. We've had 4 receivers go in the top 10. If you want a receiver, you better get them now. It's a good thing I signed like 20 of them last offseason. The Diablos, I know their coach isn't here. That's a sim. And there is Evan Mitchell. So I guess it pays off not to be here in the case of the Diablos because he's pretty good. That'll bring us to the Dolphins at 12. C-Mill is on the board. I know he's here. After that, we have the Niners, the Panthers, New England, and the Vikings. I know all those teams are either here or have boards or are me. And I think I know what I want to do. All right, C-Mill has DM'd me his selection. It is pass rusher Alante Snow out of the Ohio State University. He is a first to second round projection, but don't get it twisted. There's a reason why he's the pick here at 12. He's pretty freaking good. I believe he is a superstar development. I want to say he's in the mid-70s ratings-wise. So definitely not a reach, even though his projection might say otherwise. But when you see a good player like this, you got to get them early, and that is what the Dolphins are doing with Alante Snow. That'll bring us to the Niners at 13. Nick Nader has DM'd me his selection. He is going with a defensive back in corner, Colton Young out of Akron. The kid from Akron is a Niner, hidden dev. 6'3", he's tall. Good athletic ratings across the board. The Niners have struggled to figure out the cornerback situation, so this should help. All right, Carolina's on the board. That would be Mr. Husker Ninja. I know Husker's here. Did he send a board? He did send a board. And he is going with Russell Wilson's favorite target, Malcolm Butler, a cornerback out of Purdue. Another player who has, I believe, superstar development. This draft class ended up being really, really good, by the way. So, whoever made it, because I downloaded it off the vault. I didn't make many changes other than the user players. So whoever made this class did a good job, because it's good, but it's not, like, overpowered. There aren't any, like, super high-rated players except for Patrick, but I made Patrick, so it's fine. All right, Boomy's up. Boomy did send a board. Ooh, we just have our first pick snipe of the day. His selection would have been Malcolm Butler, but he is gone. Instead, they are going with free safety Darrell Wake from Cal. 20 years old, hidden dev. I want to say it's superstar, but I might be wrong. And that brings us to the Minnesota Vikings at pick 16. Oh boy, what am I going to do? I don't really know. So Malik Willis is on the final year of his contract. And I've got a lot of guys to pay. And I don't know if I'm going to pay them. So I'm going to pick Jack Jackson out of Arizona State. We're picking a quarterback. Does this mean Malik Willis will not be here the last 2 seasons? I don't know. But it gives us an insurance blanket. Why would I take Dontavius? I have Najee Harris, who's, like, better. The DMs have a trade. Okay. As long as both sides can confirm this is a thing, which it looks like Pepper Jack has sent me a screenshot that this is a thing. Imagine 18-year-old Quinn Ewers getting dismantled by Aaron Donald. And it's ironic because Jack said like a year ago that Arch Manning at the age of what, like 16, would be a good NFL quarterback that day. And I said he was out of his mind. We don't even know if Arch Manning's going to be a good NFL quarterback at all to begin with. There's a real shot he's not even a top 3 quarterback in his high school class. Mainly because next year's QB class is like ridiculous, but that's neither here nor there. So apparently this trade is good to go before the Beats pick. The Jaguars are trading 25 and a 4 to the Niners for a 3rd, DeMarvin Leal, and Philip Yarborough. So Pepper Jack said it's good. He sent me a screenshot from Nickinator that's saying that it's good. But just to confirm, Nickinator says, yo, let's go. Okay, so that means he's in. So the Niners have another first-round pick at their disposal. The Jags had 2 defensive linemen. I feel like the Niners and Jags have traded like their entire teams for each other this offseason. They've made at least like 3 deals with each other. All right, the Beats are on the board. They've invested a lot in the linebacker position. They drafted one super high last year with Jason Davis. They're about to trade for Najee Whiteside from the Dolphins once he's healthy. And now they're adding Jeff Walker, another player who I'm pretty sure is superstar development. I think the only normal dev player who's been picked so far is Patrick, and he's an 87. So a good pick here for Brooklyn. Their linebacking core is looking really strong. And that brings us to the Bears, who do not have a coach. And they get Brennan Parks, an offensive tackle from nowhere. Okay, cool. All right, the Panthers are back on the board. That is Husker. After that, we have New England. New England again. Seattle, Cleveland, and Baltimore. I think other than Seattle, all those teams are either here or sent me a board of some kind. I think Cleveland sent me a board. I know he scouted. He said he wasn't going to be here, so he probably did. Yeah, he did send a board. All right, I don't know if Husker's here at the moment. He's been here. But I do have his board in front of me, so I guess we'll wait a second. Okay, he is here. He'll go with cornerback Marcus Parker. So the Panthers are doubling down on corner. They picked Malcolm Butler earlier. Now they get Marcus Parker out of Wyoming. Okay, so this guy's not a real person because he's from Wyoming. This doesn't make sense. It's fine because the Panthers do have Sauce Gardner as well. And they also have a great safety duo. So they don't need Marcus Parker. And he doesn't exist because he's from a place that isn't real. All right, New England is back-to-back picks. I'll pull up Boomy's board. The first player infamously punched Chris Rock at the Oscars. It's William Smith out of Florida. He is a superstar development. Whoa, 96 speed, 96 jumping, 97 excel. He is a freak. He's also got 99 hands. Again, we saw him punch a man on national television. New England's first round pick of the day, I can't speak apparently, is defensive end James Tolbert out of Dartmouth. He's an Ivy Leaguer, and he's staying in the New England area, going to the Patriots. Good first round here for New England. All right, Seattle, I think, is a sim. They go with DJ Thomas. That's a good pick. He's like a 79. He would have been my pick if I didn't pick the quarterback. All right, that'll bring us to Cleveland at 23. And the highest player on Knicks, wow, Brown has not been picked yet. I guess everybody is pretty good at running back, but still, that's kind of a surprise. The highest player on Knicks board is safety Jared Livers from Syracuse. He's the 3rd projected strong safety on the board, but his development trait may start with the letter X, which is why he was the pick here over the other 2 guys. Speaking of AFC North teams, the Ravens are on the clock at 24. After that, we've got the Niners, the Dolphins, the Saints, and a bunch of relocation teams who are not showing up on the thing because Madden's a bunch of haters. See, kids, when you do your scouting, you're going to get good players. Most of the people here who have made their draft picks have gotten somebody with a good dev or a good rating because they did their homework. It seems like all the guys SGYT wanted were picked, but he has DN'd me another selection, and that is cornerback. A lot of corners are going in the first round. Lewis Seahorn out of USC. He's a 3rd to 4th round projection, but his overall rating starts with the number 8. So this is a pretty good pick. We've had 2 white corners go in the first round. That's when you know this is a video game. All right, the Niners are back up once again. They picked the first white corner to go off the board earlier. I didn't do my homework, but I have a good reason. Well, what's your reason? Do I need to get the ruler? Is Andrew Stevens there? Yes, he is. He is, I believe, the top left tackle on the board. Yep. Because Evan Mitchell was picked a while ago. Was that a good pick? His overall rating starts with the number 8, so I would say that's pretty good. Give me Andrew Stevens, the tackle from Clemson. Only normal development, but he is a starting caliber player right away. Not a flashy pick, but not a bad one, and he is 6'8". Doing final planning for your wedding. Please don't hit me with your ruler. Wedding. Is that an excuse? I don't know. Is Jeff Walker there? Jeff Walker is not there. I told you he was a super... Oh. Huh. That's weird. Okay. Well, I'm going to have to fix something. Because as I scroll up, I did tell you he was a superstar. So... I'll figure something out to make it fair. I don't know if that would be making him a superstar or what, but that was my mistake. I did this at 1 o'clock last night, and mistakes happen. Although the Niners were the first one I did. So how would I have made... Maybe I checked the other tackle by accident. Well, that's my fault. I'll fix him. Is Chet Mahone here? Yes, he is. Chet Mahone is on the board. Make him bad. Is he not a... Did I tell everybody he was a superstar? I knew he was normal when he just got picked. Obviously, I told Nickinator wrong, so I'll have to compensate him in some way. Is this a player you would like? Taj Porter is also still on the board, along with Aaron Tucker. I think we only had one linebacker go, which was the guy that Beats picked, Jeff. Forget his last name. Jeff Walker. Eric Newberry, I don't know. Is he on the screen? Yeah, he's here. All those guys are on the board. Looks like we have a new trade. How many quarterbacks went? I believe we've had 4. Tatum Parrish to the Bucks, Shane Arsenio to the Lions, Noah Syverson to the Jags, and Jack Jackson to the Vikings. Just committed 59 war crimes in Yemen. Oopsie daisies. Give me... He's right here. I gave you an answer. He's on the screen. He's been on the screen for like a minute. So, please make a pick. All those players you asked for are here, along with all the running backs. No running back has been picked yet, by the way. That includes Dontavius Brown. Another trade. Hold on. Cardinals trade a first-round pick for Chris Olave and a 4. Did the Cardinals have a late first? I guess now they don't. Who do you want, sir? I'm ready to put the Jeopardy music on. Dontavius Brown, the running back out of Grand Valley State. How did you guys not see top 5 talent next to his name the entire time? I guess everybody is good at running back for the most part, but still, it says top 5 talent right there. So, that means he's pretty good. 6'4", 250. Big boy. Alright, we have 2 trades. I'll do them now so I can just get them done. I have to think at least one other person needs a running back, though, right? Doesn't somebody else need a running back? Yeah, he's literally Derrick Henry 2. Or at least he appears to be on paper for that. They're trading Dallas Goedert to the defending OFL Bowl champion, New York Giants, for 64 and 2 corners. Michael Carter and Kenny Lambert. What is his dev? I believe it's Superstar. I don't think he has X Factor, but I think it's Superstar. With him having only a 3rd to 3 first, that's pretty impressive. 900 legend, Chris Olave. What a career there. Lasted all but like 2 days. So now the Cardinals have added both James Francis and Chris Olave to the pass game. This year 4 is also headed to... That's not this year. This year 4 is also headed to Arizona. Do they still have Hopkins? They do. They have Hopkins, they have Francis, they have Bobby Trees, and Javon Baker, and obviously Olave. That's a nice 5-headed monster. Who did you end up getting? You have not had a pick yet, because we're at 27. I think you guys are probably 28. So, unless you traded your first-round pick, I don't remember if you did. So the Dolphins are up. That's C-Mills. After that, I think 28 would be Toronto. Then we have New Orleans, San Francisco, Kansas City, and the Jets. I don't know if any of those teams scout. The Niners did. So the Saints didn't. The Chiefs just got a new coach. And I don't think the Jets did. Is C-Mill here? Did he send me a board? He might have. Yeah, it doesn't look like he's here at the moment. Oh, he just DM'd me a pick. Okay. The safety, Corden. Is that the guy with the cool name? Yeah, Corden Caldwell out of UCLA. Hopefully this is not the player Nick and Nader wanted. I know a few people scouted him, so for all I know, it could be. I wish my name was Corden Caldwell. That's a cool name. All right, Toronto's on the board. That would be Mr. Hector, who just got here. He is slow, but the rest of his game is pretty good. I mean, 83 speed isn't horrible. He can live with it. It's not like he's an outside perimeter corner. I mean, yeah, 83 speed's not ideal, but what's the average strong safety speed? Like an 87? 88? That's not that bad. Yeah, you just put him at linebacker. How big is he? Hold on. How big is he? That's what she said. He's 6'2", 211, so he can be an undersized linebacker. Put him in the box. There you go. DM you aboard. That's right. I'm stupid. Hold on. Hector. The top player on his board who is still here. Was Chet picked? I don't think so. No, it's Chet Mahone. Out of the Ohio State University. The second Ohio State pass rusher off the board here in the first round. He will now be going after Jack Jackson in the NFC North and Shane Arsenault. The two Arizona... The NFC North now has 3 Arizona State quarterbacks. That's funny. All right, New Orleans is... they get Cartwright, the linebacker. That'll bring us to San Francisco. Has another middle linebacker been picked? I don't think so. Newberry, I think, is the next highest guy. He's still there. Who took Malcolm Butler? Carolina took Malcolm Butler like 15 picks ago. So he's been off the board for a while. Colt Riggs, the wide receiver, out of Drake. 6'4". He's not your traditional white slot guy. But he does have hidden development. He is 24. He's a little bit older. But he is a starting caliber player right away. All right, the Chiefs is a sim, and the Jets is a sim. The Chiefs get Nico Holden, the tight end. So Bubba teams up with Viper. I know those guys are buddies. How ironic. The Jets, does Drake even have a football team? I couldn't tell you. I think some of the teams in there don't have football teams. Like Georgetown's in there. I don't think they have a football team. But they're in the game. Although I don't think I've ever seen a player auto-generated from Georgetown. The Jets get Lenny Porter, defensive tackle out of Oklahoma. So that'll wrap up the first round. We got the first round done in like half an hour. That's not terrible. We usually get through the other rounds quicker. So we're making decent time. That'll bring us to the Aviators. After that, we got Giants, Bucks, Saints, Rams, Broncos. So we start with Columbus. I know he had asked about the linebackers. They are all still here. Taj Porter is here. Aaron Tucker is here. Eric Newberry is here. Did the Shamrocks give you a second? I feel like they did. Probably in the Scuda trade. I think. Who do you want, Mr. Aviator, sir? The 3 linebackers you asked about are still here. Did you know I'm a third-string left tackle? Left tackle's pretty good. Blindside, unless your quarterback throws left-handed. Unless you have Tua back there. Eric Newberry, middle linebacker out of Georgia. To the Columbus Aviators. Hey, left-handed. He's 21. He's hidden. He looks pretty good. That'll bring us to the Giants, the defending champs with their first pick of the day. Naruto got another second-rounder for Dallas Goedert. Or no, he traded another second-rounder for Dallas Goedert, but he still has this pick. Georgetown does have a football team. You learn something new every day. I did not know that. Is that the second player I've stolen from you? Well, he wasn't really on my radar. Although I guess he would have been a good pick if he had fallen, but I didn't think he was going to fall, so I don't know if I would say that was stealing. But I guess I probably would have picked him if he was there, but I didn't think he would be. So, I mean, I guess it's stealing. Is Naruto here? He was here. He did send scouting. Did he send a board, though? He did not. But he does have scouting, and pretty much all the guys he scouted are still here. Oh, you're talking about Daniel. Oh, okay. That makes a lot more sense. All right, Mr. Naruto. I'm willing to play the defending... I'm willing to play Jeopardy for the defending champs. As I am for everyone. Corner. A lot of corners are gone, but you still have Deontay McCray and Ezekiel Golden, who are projected possible first-round picks. After that, it's a little bit of a drop. If you wanted a corner, your best chance of getting one was early. Got a recruit that's the top 3 of Central Michigan, Miami, and a Miami of Ohio. You have to ask that recruit what his intentions are. I think he's trying to troll. Oh, they make a peculiar word. Oh, nice. Yeah. Yeah. Just pick a good scouted receiver for me. So just pick the top projected receiver. Okay. Did I see that Greg Dortch catch? I did. That was a good play. That might be enough to get him on the practice squad. Kinney. Dante Kinney. From Tulane. Hidden Dev. Good pick. He's definitely coming somewhere. That's hilarious. All right, the Bucks get Conrad. The Saints get Barkley. You can't even read who the Saints picks are half the time. I can only see his last name. That'll bring us to the Rams. Dalton Beverly is still there for whoever needs a quarterback. Along with Callum Kramer, Lucas Phillips. Sally is still there. Added the newest FBS school, James Madison. My jokes are worse. I never said they weren't. I'm going to take a risk. Left end, McKeon Muscobili. Okay, so as we get to this pick, I have some explaining to do here. I kind of just wanted to add a machine at the end of a draft, and that player was McKeon Muscobili. He is a well-paid-off risk because he is unreal. I think he's like an 83 with X Factor. I might be wrong, but I think he's something like that. He's 20 years old, Friends University, total freaking stud. And I wanted to make sure he had a cool name, so I came up with McKeon Muscobili. I hope you guys like it. But, yeah, that's a really good pick. And I think Mr. Rob is the only player who scouted him. I don't think anyone else scouted him. So, shame on you guys for letting him being the only one to scout him. And he capitalizes by getting an absolute machine. No way that's a real college. That's a very real college. Got to go through the whole draft board. That's what Mr. Rob gets for seeing those late-round defensive ends. He gets a number one pass rusher to pair up with Aiden Hutchinson. It's in Kansas. Probably the best basketball school in the state of Kansas. Kept autocorrecting to Chet Mahomes. Well, it's only like one letter off. Not much of a difference. All right, Denver. Colin sent me a board. This is your only pick of the day. So let's see who he's going to pick. I know the position. I just need to find him in my DMs because I don't remember which player it was. There he is. The top player on his board is available. A player who really had no business falling this far. And I don't know why he didn't get picked in the first round, but it's linebacker Aaron Tucker out of Texas. Hook him. Pretty good draft for the Broncos. They had one pick, and they got a pretty good player. The Lions is a sin. They get Philip Monroe. I think a few people went after him. The Bears get the quarterback, Dalton Beverly. So he will join Matt Corral in Chicago. And that'll bring us to the Bison. Muscobili, Hutchinson, Darius Smith, Grover Stewart, Javon Hargrave. I think that's a pretty good pass rush, if you ask me. Take the top corner. Deontay McCray out of Iowa. That's a pretty good pick. I think he is hidden. Oh, he doesn't, but he's not bad. He's like a 72, I think, and he's only 21. So, not bad. The Cardinals. Denmark is on the board. They've added some weapons to the offense today with James Francis and then trading for Chris Olave. Show QBs, dear God. I think you want Skylar George. He went to Alabama. He has to be good. Pick Skylar. These quarterbacks suck. All they have is projections. How do you know that they suck? How do you know Sally stinks? Maybe Sally's good. Do you pick late second? Do you have a second? If you do, then you probably pick in the late second because you guys were good. Offensive line. A lot of the good ones are gone. Still have Mello and James as possible first rounders, along with Ryan Freeman. Yeah, we showed all the picks at the start. Brother of Aiden Hutchinson, cornerback Aaron Hutchinson. Show corners. A lot of the corners are gone, but I think there's still one more first-round possibility with Ezekiel Golden out of Notre Dame. Make a pick, sir. I agree. Who do you want, Mr. Denmark? A lot of people are pulling for Sally here. Could this be the Sally landing spot? I showed quarterbacks 2 minutes ago. You could have just gone back and checked. And there's also a whole draft class video as well. All right, so the pick is Sally from James Madison University. The former Duke is going to the Cardinals. First we had Dan, then we had Patrick, and now we have Sally. Now, Sally's not as good as those other two, but he's still pretty good. Although he's really slow. Like, really slow. Definitely the opposite of who the Cardinals currently have with Justin Fields. Oh, God, we're up. Okay. Melo Gonzalez has been picked. That's probably who I would have chosen, to be honest. What are we going to do now? Taj Porter's an option. He wasn't supposed to fall. And I do kind of want to draft another linebacker. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll go with Taj Porter. I want to say he's like a 72 of star, I think. Is that A zone coverage? But he's a power rusher. How would that make sense? He has A catching and A zone coverage. So he's a really good cover linebacker, but he's also a power rusher. I mean, I'll take it. I do need some coverage. We lost Patrick Queen. We lost Devin Bush. Can't pay everybody. Is Jose Trevino Jr. still there? He is. Rams are next up. Mr. Robs had a pretty good draft so far. They just drafted an 83 X-Factor pass rusher with their last pick. What's his overall at corner? Who's his? The guy I just picked? Probably not that great. But, I mean, A-zone coverage helps. Although it's probably A in comparison to the other linebacker, so it's probably not much higher than, like, mid-70s. Although I feel like a mid-70s, low-80s zone coverage would also be an A on a corner. So, I don't know. Oh, well. The linebackers have gone a little bit later than they really should have. For the most part now, all the possible first-rounders are off the board, but there's still some good ones. So if you need a linebacker, you're in luck. Is Mr. Rob still here? Did he send a board? I don't know. Maybe. He was here 2 minutes ago. Linebacker Will Bryant on the Huskies. So Toronto might be trying to do some wheeling and dealing. Huskies. Is he like 22? He's young. Yeah, 23. 78 superstar. Hector better be going up to get someone good if he's trading Will Bryant. Although I guess he's not a starter. Because they have Uche, Warner, and Drew Sanders. Damn, this is a really good front seven. Holy hell. Najee Harris can run through all of them, but still. Looks like Bacher really wants to trade up too. There must be someone good on the board if Bakker's willing to trade multiple mid-round picks to move up like 5 spots. And 2378 superstar Will Bryant, whose archetype is a run stopper. Interesting. Okay, that trade looks like one hell of a fleece. I don't know if I can let this trade pass. It's this second-round pick for Will Bryant, a 3, a future 1, and a future 2. Do I have that right? Am I reading the trade wrong? That looks like... Why would the Huskies do that? That looks like a total fleece. 92, a future 1, a future 2, and Bryant for this pick? I don't know how I can let that pass. I don't even know if the picks alone are fair value, and now we're throwing in a superstar linebacker. Believe me, if it makes my arch rival worse, then I don't mind it in that sense. But this trade is horrible. A 6 does nothing, with all due respect. That's 3 day 1 or day 2 picks and a young superstar linebacker for a mid-second round pick. How can you offer a 1, a 2, and a 3 for a 2? I think if you take Bryant out, I would still say no. That's a first, a second, and a third for a mid-second. I kind of want you to pass it just to see if he whiffs. I kind of want to pass it too because of that, and it makes a rival worse. I mean, it helps us. So, in that sense, I don't mind it. But that's a total lopsided deal. I don't know who on the board right now would be worth it. I mean, yeah, Patrick is an 87. The Kian Muscabili is really good, but they were picked. So, I don't know. Okay, we'll have a vote within the chat. We need a 2/3 vote to pass this trade, and Mr. Rob and Hector can't vote. And to make it fair, I won't vote either. Unless it's tied. Then I'll be the tiebreaker. Everybody else can vote, yes or no. It's a future first, a future second, pick 92, and Will Bryant, who's a beast, for a mid-second round pick. And pretty much everybody is saying no. Thank God. I don't know why Toronto would do this. I don't think the picks themselves are fair. I mean, maybe a future, like Toronto's first round pick alone. Hell, maybe the 1 and the 3. But I think more than that's crazy. I kind of want to see who Hector picks too, though. But for the integrity of the league, I can't pass this. Even though I'm curious to see what happens, and it helps my team, I don't think throwing in a 3rd would be enough, though. It's a 1, a 2, and a 3. If Hector takes out the player or one of his high picks, then maybe we can do something with this. I would love to see Hector whiff, too. Win stupid games, win stupid prizes. Fair enough. Anything to make Hector a meme, although he already is, but throw in Aiden Hutchinson. That would make it a lot more fair, put it that way. A bunch of relocation teams are coming up. Again, I apologize for them not being there. Blame EA. The Falcons, who... Do they have the coach? Hold on. Bubba left. They didn't get a... Did they get a replacement? Why am I blanking? No, I didn't think so. Okay. So the Falcons still on the coach and the Bears still on the coach. This debacle is wasting our day. I agree. I can't pass this trade. And I don't think it's close to being passed. You guys need to, scrap it and come up with something totally different. Because Mr. Rob is robbing. If Hector takes out the 2 and I throw in a 4, that's still a 1, a 3, and Bryant for a 2 and a 4. So the Rams are still getting more picks, and they're still getting the superstar. I'm willing to make this an unfair trade for it to pass, but that's just it doesn't make any sense at all. There's no rationale behind it. Even if it made a little sense, I would just do it because, it's not that big of a deal. But, I mean, come on. A 1 and a 3 and a stud for a 2 and a 4 just doesn't make sense. I don't think a 6 changes much, though. I have an idea. Hey Siri, how you doing?
Everything is copacetic.
I don't know what that means. Alright, if Siri picks 1, we're doing the trade. If Siri says 2, we're not doing the trade. Siri, pick a number between 1 and 2.
The answer is 2.
Alright, no trade. Siri makes the rules. Siri cares about fairness. So, good for Siri. So either you guys have to come up with something quick within the next minute, or pick somebody else. Siri is a hater. What? Explain to me, Hector, why would you would make this deal? The Huskies have done a pretty good job of the past season, and then boom, this. This is a meme of the year candidate, and we haven't even started the year yet. Copacetic is satisfactory, and something great is happening. A 3 next year, and 17 in the second round to move down 5 picks. See, now that's a reasonable deal. Mr. Rob gets good value, and it's not a total fleece. Would I want Devin Lloyd? He's on the last year of his deal, though. So probably not. Because I have a lot of guys to pay as is. Devin Lloyd and 2/5. See, that's reasonable. A stud, but not a boatload of draft picks. I'll get to the trade and pending trades in a second. We've been on this pick for 10 minutes. Can we speed this along, people? We're not simming it because Mr. Rob is here. He can make a pick or a trade. He's getting a lot of good offers in the chat. Are they as good as a 1, a 2, and a 3, and a superstar? No, probably not, but still, Devin Lloyd and a couple of 5ths, that makes sense. Moving down 5 spots, adding a 3, that makes sense. Those are good. Those are 2 good trades for the Rams. So, can we get an answer, please? Pretty please? I'll make the other trade while Mr. Rob chooses. Hold on. I'm going to put something on real quick. Because we've been here for literally 10 minutes. Mr. Rob is trading a mid-second round pick. Pick 45. Can we get an answer? I wish Siri said yes. This could have been over. How about he takes Brian, I add a 4. It's still a 1, a 2, a 3 for a 2. The trade as is nowhere close to being passed. So yeah, I literally picked Taj Porter 10 minutes ago. A 1, a 2, and a 3 for a 2 and a 4, that's not close to good value. Or I shouldn't even say good value. It's not close to rational value. There's no reason for Hector to do that. If not, I'll do Baca's trade. Perfect. That's a fair trade. Baca moves up, he gets his guy, and the Rams get good value. They're adding a 3rd round pick to move down 5 spots. Alright, thank God. Hector, please don't trade away your entire farm system again. I beg. I just helped my division rival. You're welcome, Hector. I don't blame you for trying to make that work, because I would have done the same thing. Oh, whoa, they don't have a 3. Can we just get a trade, please? It's literally been damn near 12 minutes. Devin Lloyd and 2/5 is on the table, apparently. Cobra sent an offer. 2 starters, Khalil Hales and Giddy Dunbar. They're young starters. That trade might be even better. Devin Lloyd in 3/5. This is one hell of a bidding war. Foye in pick 60. Foye Loacone, starting caliber linebacker. All right. Devin Lloyd in 3/5. Hopefully the Ravens have 3/5, or else I don't know what I'm going to do. 1, 2, thank the Lord. I'll give you D-Hop. What is happening? Okay, then I'll back out, and I'll do a little switcheroos for the other picks. We've broken into the OFL version of World War III for a mid-second round pick. That's the funniest part. It's not a high pick. This is the middle of the second round. I wonder who Hector is trying to trade up for. We'll just swap 7s and then re-swap them. Is Porter still there? Who's Porter? I need a position. This gave me anxiety. I'd never be a real NFL GM. This is what, yeah, Porter was the player I just picked. Taj Porter, is that the guy you're thinking of? I just picked him. Just picked him as in, an hour ago or so, it feels. But he was the last pick. He has been in our face for 10 minutes. And he was the player who you wanted the whole time. This is hilarious. This is gold. I know it's been annoying that this pick has lasted 15 minutes, but everything about this is gold. Might be the meme of the year, and we haven't even started the season. He's got a good-looking face, though, not gonna lie. Porter or Devin Lloyd? Had another player. Okay, good. You think Marlon Mack was a good pickup? I don't know. Is he? I mean, is he going to start over Trey Sermon? I mean, is he better than Trey Sermon? Not really. Maybe. Do you have another 2? I don't know. I showed the picks at the beginning of the stream, guys. You can always go back and check that. Linebacker Max Blades out of New Mexico State. I have good news and I have bad news. The good news is that he is superstar development. A lot of people scouted him. The bad news is that he's like a 65 overall. But, hey, a dev's a dev. But he's only like a 65. So, I know everybody's upset. They probably only scouted his dev. Wow, the Wizards literally got pick sniped. That's kind of sad. But he's a 65. He may have dodged a bullet. Trade with the Bison and the Dolphins. Hold on. And 16 minutes. Has it actually been 16 full minutes? Oh my god. It has literally been over 16 minutes. That is 16 minutes. DJ Thomas was picked forever ago. He was picked halfway through the first round. So, no, he's long gone. This has quickly turned into a mess. It's been an enjoyable mess, but a mess. Please keep up with who's being picked. If you don't know if they're on the board, I don't know, DM me. Because that way you don't have to ask in front of everybody, so everybody knows who you want. Here are the other linebackers, too. All right, hopefully we can speed along. The second round's been as long as the first round. We're not even halfway done. A bidding war over a mid-second that took 16 minutes is wild. You guys are acting like that mid-second round pick was I don't know, prime Brady at 25 years old. Wizards select Devin Barkley. What position is he? I know a player named Barkley was picked. Was he the defensive tackle? The defensive tackle named Barkley is gone. So that's who you want. He's been picked. Please keep up with who's been being picked, especially if you've been here the whole time. Center. Oh, okay. There's another Barkley who got picked. Yeah, he's still here, right? Or not. Okay. Maybe that was this player who got picked. Yeah, he's gone. I need you to pick a person who's on the board. These are your choices. All these guys are here. Zach Haywood, this guy, middle linebacker. Thank the Lord. 21. He's young. That's cool. The Wizards are back up. Oh, boy. I'll get to the other trade in a second with the Dolphins and the Bison. Daily reminder, I have Miles Curtis. Is Jalen Smith that good, though? I know Curtis is pretty good. Was Jalen Smith, like, anything good at all? I mean, he's not young at this point. He's got to be, what, like 29, 30? Best middle linebacker available. That would be Juan Simmons. Smith is like a 76. Okay, that's not bad. Ooh, hidden! I don't think anybody scouted this guy, but he is hidden dev. Alright, I'll do the trade now. We'll leave an opportunity to cut players. Yeah. Once we get to the preseason, I get the roster video. We're going to have preseason free agency first, and then after preseason free agency, I'll give everybody their roster sizes, and then you'll be able to make cuts. Myjai Sanders for a third. Okay, that seems pretty fair. The Bison's third would probably be this one. Yeah, that makes sense. Because they had the 9th pick in the first round. Reminder that I got Mike Sanders for a second. Who's Mike Sanders? I don't know who that is. Arizona Cardinals legend Myjai Sanders. Alright, Atlanta's a sim. Now we can finally start to move faster. They get Pineda. That'll bring us to Brooklyn. I know they wanted to trade up. I think for the guy the Ravens took, Blade. Or Blades, whatever his name was. Donovan Holt. That's how it's done, kids. I believe he's a hidden dev. Yeah, I want to say he's either low 70s or high 60s. But hey, hidden dev. That's a good pick for the mid-second round. And Bakker did it in like 5 seconds. He knew who he wanted to pick when he was on the board. He picked him. That's how it's done. Is anyone on your scouting board still in the draft? Let me see. Yeah, a few of those guys are still here. He's a 69. Okay, that's around where I thought. Bears is a sim. They get Ron Rutherford, the running back out of Wisconsin. I think he's pretty good, isn't he? Who do the Bears have? They have James Robinson. Okay, well now they have Robinson and Rutherford. Wide receiver Jermaine Hightower. I think he's like 20. He's really young. And he's pretty good out of Auburn. A deep route. He can stretch the field. He's got pretty well-rounded ratings across the board, and he is 20 years old. Do I have 2 future 3s? I don't know. I showed the picks at the beginning of the video. I feel like I've said that 5 times. I sound like a broken record. New England is back-to-back picks. Let's see who's on Boomy's board. Is linebacker Cartwright still here? I don't think so. No. Okay. He has 2. Oh, Caldwell's not here either. So Boomy only has 1 more player left, but he has specifically notified me not to pick him within the first 4 rounds. So New England is a sim up until the 5th round. And they get a running back, Smith, out of Iowa. And Cyril Washington. Seattle is a sim. They got Juan Spellman, and that'll bring us to the Aviators. He'll be either wide receiver 3 or 4. Yeah, what is he? 2070, probably star. That's a pretty good wide receiver 3 or 4. Mike Carradine, Friends University, still on the board. You got a few first to second rounders still here with Devrion Carrington, Ryan Freeman, Justin Fontaine, Ezekiel Golden, and Miles Levy. Ryan Freeman is going off the board here to the Aviators. Hidden Dev. So he probably shouldn't have fallen this far. 6'8". He's tall, he's big, and he's pretty good. That'll bring us to the Pioneers. I don't know if Giddy's still here. He was here. Did he send me a board by chance? He did not. He did scout, though. Teammates with Muscobili. Friends University's finest. Giddy is here. Okay, cool. You're up. I want to say the Pioneers might have the next 2 picks. I'm probably wrong about that. I don't know. But who would you like, sir? Trade. Hold on. Is it with Columbus? What up? Just joined. Welcome in, Jack. We are having our OFL draft in the middle of the second round. And it looks like we have a trade. I veto the trade. Blame Siri. I gave Siri the opportunity to let your deal pass. So I guess you should hate Siri. So I assume this pick... Yeah, they do the next 2 picks. I was right about that. But I guess they won't for long, because this pick is probably getting traded. Chris Barnes for both seconds and a third. So these 3 for Barnes. Okay. I'm going to go break my iPhone and get a BlackBerry slide phone. That's how you do it. Protest to Siri. Oh, yeah, they stole Patrick Queen from us. That's right. As Denmark stubs his toe. I'm sorry to hear that. Both sides agree? Perfect. So the Aviators are going to have 3 picks in a row. And now the Pioneers have a new shiny toy on the defense. Columbus gets a lot back, though. 2 2s and a 3 is pretty good value. But, I mean, he is a superstar, so I don't mind that for either side. So you can pick 2 players right here since you have back-to-back picks. Wide receiver Justin Fontaine out of Lafayette University. He's the first one. The second one for... Oh, dear, we're up next. Who do I want? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know who I want. Fun. But the Aviators picked before us, so who do you want? Linebacker, here you go. Boom, boom, and boom. Corner. Not a lot of corners have gone in the second round after we had like 6 or 7 in the first round. Ezekiel Golden's still there. I'll trade you my current 3 and McBride for the... Ooh. I mean, I don't need tight end, but that is good value. If I needed tight end, I would 100% do that, but I don't need tight end because I have Pittman and Nico Collins and Hakeem Butler, so I'm probably going to say no. But that is a good offer. Here's defensive tackle. Ezekiel Golden. I'll trade you Hector. Well, I just drafted a better Arizona State quarterback in the first round, so... no. Alright, what do we do here? Our third pick of the day. Is Bruce Merritt any good? I don't know. Because we could use some more offensive line help. Justice Knowles as well could be pretty interesting. He's a Duck. I'm going to take the Duck. We're going to go with Justice Knowles. A run block. Oh, he is hidden dev. I actually did not know that. What a pleasant surprise. I don't think a lot of people scouted centers. The Aviators pick again? That's 4 of the last 5 picks. Jesus Christ. Good for the Aviators, I guess. And they have another 3 in this range from us. In the AJ Terrell deal. Should you start Blades or have a vet? I mean, Blades is like a 65 overall, keep in mind. So, I'm just going to say that. Callum Kramer out of Stanford. Could he be the Carson Strong insurance policy if he is not paid? Only normal dev. 48 jumping. The rest looks fine, but he can't jump. I don't think that's really going to matter. But there you go. Toronto is up next. Did the Aviators have any more picks in this range, or are they done? They literally had 4 of the last 5 picks. That's kind of wild. Has that ever happened? I can't imagine. Hector has won jumping, and he won MVP. So jumping doesn't matter, clearly. Ended up with like 15 picks. Those are rookie numbers compared to what Pepperjack did last year. New trade. Devon Carrington. I have thought about picking him. Okay, we have a trade with the Black Knights and the Giants, division rivals. Okay, so London is going to be getting a 3rd and a 5th in next draft for a 3rd in this draft. That's an interesting deal. 91. Ta-da. So the Giants had another top 100 pick this year, while the Black Knights get 2 picks next year. They get more possible trade arsenal. New Orleans gets Levy, the other possible first-round defensive tackle. But Bison. Pokemon is back on the clock. Is he here? That's the question. After that, we only have one more pick in the second round, which belongs to the Chiefs. Oh, and then there's one more. So you have two more picks in the second round. Holmes. Niles Holmes from Michigan. Hidden Dev. Good pick. Chiefs is a sim. They get Mike Carradine, Friends University. And then that'll send us to Dublin. Got a dip. Just go to your board until it runs out, and then just sim. Okie dokie, I can do that. All right, who's Dublin picking here? They got this earlier from the Giants in the deal for Dallas Goedert. Could this be a Dallas Goedert replacement, or could they be going elsewhere? Who's it going to be, buddy boy? The Shamrocks select Jose Trevino Jr. out of LSU. Any relations to Jose Trevino? Probably. Hidden Dev, pretty good. So he'll pair up with Isaiah Likely in Dublin. The Aviators are back up because they have like every pick in existence. Okay, the second round went a little bit longer than we had hoped for, largely because one pick took like 15 minutes. So hopefully we can move, a little, I don't know, quicker. Free safety Alex Howard out of Texas. Welcome Horns. Who knows what dev is Trevino? I want to say he's star. I think. Dublin is back up. Really, no. I thought you had like a 6. Really? Who took so long? I don't know. Does anyone remember? Hidden Dev is either Star, Superstar, or Superstar X Factor. So, there's a high likelihood it's Star, and I'm pretty sure he is Star. I'm pretty sure at least one person asked for his Dev. So, I think it is Star. 6 aren't valuable. We all know that. Well, yeah, but it's still a pick. Even if they don't really value, a pick's a pick. Can Hector get X Factor now? I don't think he went up, so... No, gotta earn it, kid. Dublin back up. Yeah, we still have preseason free agency, and there's still a lot of good ones. There's like a bunch of good safeties who you could always, I don't know, move to corner. If I trade you Hector, do you give him X Factor? Would you promise to give it back? What would I give back? Go to defensive tackles and left tackles and kickers. What's a defensive tackle? I don't know what that is. New trade. Considering it's the Ravens and Bison saying it, I assume it's them. Oh! Trent McDuffie for Baron Browning and a 3rd. Interesting. The Ravens did draft Lewis Sehorn, who I think ratings-wise is better than McDuffie. Not a kicker. Oh, okay. There's punters. I don't know about defensive tackles. No way there's a black kicker. Yeah, Zebediah Phoenix exists. Presley Harvin's a black punter. Marquette King was a black punter. Whatever happened to him? Why did he disappear from the face of the earth? Because he was the best punter in the league for a short time. Dublin selects Aaron Waddle, who waddled away, waddle, to the very next day. Ba 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 da. Is he good? He was normal, but his name is Waddle. King got cut by Gruden. Oh! I wonder why. Detective Octi on the case. Marquette King was exactly what his last name entails. Yeah, he seemed like a likable guy, and he was a beast. He was the best punter in the league. But the Raiders always have elite special teams. That's just what they do. I should put ads on my OFL streams. I mean, I can't because I don't have enough watch hours or subs here, so that's not a possibility. Dontavius Brown went to the Aviators, and I'm pretty sure he is their highest rated running back because they traded Miles Sanders, and I don't think they have Chris Carson anymore. So he's their best one. The Rams are up. All right, let the bidding war begin. What did I think of your draft? I mean, pretty good. You got a superstar and an 80 overall corner. Anybody got trades? Oh boy, the fun begins. Alexander Madison, he is good in Sim. So that's a nice little duo, him and Dontavius Brown. Then I offer Fred, Warner, and Hector for this pick. That's about as good of an offer as your previous trade offer was. How was your draft? Pretty good. You hit on the number one pick, and you've done well since then. Matthew McQueen, no trade. Although everyone wants to move up. What do I think of your team now? I think you guys have certainly improved it. It's just a matter of seeing if Jeff Sims can take that next step. Dublin is back on the clock. Do you agree with me that my draft has been horrible? I mean, it hasn't been that bad. It could have been horrible if Siri let you do that trade. But who were you trying to trade up for anyway? Wow, everyone wanted him. Huh. I didn't realize Matthew McQueen was that popular, but oh, here we are. Blades probably... Yeah, but Will Bryant is a superstar linebacker, and he's proven to be good. Blades is a superstar linebacker, but he doesn't know if he's good. John something, the wide receiver. Who? I don't know who that is. Justin Fontaine, is that who? Will Bryant played one game. Yeah, but he's still a superstar development linebacker. And you offered a first, a second, and a third. Matthew McQueen is a relative of Lightning McQueen. Here, well, I would hope he would have already got drafted. All right, who do you want, Mr. Dublin, sir? After Dublin, who do we have next? See if your guys... Yeah, I'll scroll a little bit. Lions, Bears, Dolphins, Cardinals. Dublin selects linebacker Jamario Johnson. Lions get Stokes. Bears get Graves. That'll bring us to the Dolphins. Did I see what Omni caused in Boomies League? Yes, I did. All I can say is I told you so. Who do you want, my good sir? Who do we have after the Dolphins again? Cardinals, a bunch of reload teams, and the Falcons. Oh, okay. He's DMing his picks. Siri will choose for him. Siri, give me a number between 1 and 2.
It's 1.
1. Bracket is 1. Who's Bracket? This guy, Richard Brackett. He is hidden dev! Siri knows ball, apparently. That'll bring us to the Cardinals. Is Denmark still here? Seven to the end of the draft. Yeah, I don't think so, bud. Show fullbacks. Oh, dear God. We've got another trade. We've had a lot of trades today. Any fullbacks you like, sir? Justin Smith. Not to be mistaken with the former All-Pro defensive lineman. He is hidden dev. Good pick. The trades is what the NFL imagines every year, but doesn't. I mean, all the trades happened this year. A.J. Brown and Marquise Brown both getting traded with a bunch of other moves on draft night. So we got that this year. All right, the Giants are trading Jermaine Illuminor to the Bison for which pick am I supposed to do? The Bison's own third-round pick was already used. So which pick am I doing here? 94. Does Naruto agree to that? All right, both sides agree. Can I move? Yeah, just make sure to put those in the position changes, and then I'll do it. The Aviators are back up again. Dave picked a lot today. For having no draft picks after free. Wow, you had no draft picks? That's quite impressive considering you guys have picked a lot of good players so far. I'd like to draft for a team. You don't have any picks. Can't draft for a team that doesn't have any picks. You do? I don't think you do. You traded them all for Trevor Lawrence. And I don't think you made any other additional moves. Yeah, I just showed both outside linebacker positions. So, you traded next year's picks for Trevor? What? Hold on, this is news to me. I was under the assumption those were this year's picks. I traded your picks to this year. So, I guess I'm trading for all the other picks back, and you'll have an extra 2 next year? It wasn't clear in the trade thing. It said 2026 first, and then it says second, third, fourth. So I'll get those picks, I'll just swap them again. Oh, keep it, okay. So you have all your picks next year. All right, Toronto's up. Show me kickers. Oh, boy. No special teamers have been picked yet. Any of these guys you want? Malik Jackson out of UCLA. 79 kick power, 99 agility, and I think he has 99 kick accuracy. So, a mixed bag. Put it that way. All right, Jacksonville is up. Humphrey Jones to Atlanta. Sheffield. Grant Sheffield out of West Virginia. Another lefty. Madden makes a lot of auto-generated lefty players, and I don't know why. The Bison are back up. What the hell is Kevin Dillard College? Penn. He went to Penn. OBJ may have more kick power. I mean, if you put a net in front of him, he probably does. Check DMs. I got it. You're good. Maybe pick center merit. What does maybe mean? Oh boy. What is this? There we go. That was odd. For anyone who likes an adult nude dating site, there you go. Someone can scam you. That was Omni. That'd be funny. So, would you like merit? You do want merit. Okay. Hit me up. Oh, boy. It means pick him, then trade him. That sounds like a bad idea. All right, Carolina sent me a board. Bots down bad. I didn't know bots could get horny, but here we are. It's 2022. Bots can be pretty much anything. We want Husker. Let's see. Oh, that's depressing. All the guys on his board are gone. Okay, so I guess we're going to sim out to Carolina. What? Hold on. How? Huh? I banned the account. That's literally the same one. I hid them from my channel. I doubt it's Omni because that thing was spamming so fast. It's obviously a bot. I bet it's the Neo and Perilous Giants. Oh, you don't like the Giants anymore? I thought the Giants were the good guys. Huskies are on the board. Bot stays down bad. The bot is sad because it doesn't have a right hand. Show corner. Mr. Rob is somebody he wants. Imagine if it returns. That would be... At this point, I wouldn't be surprised. Because clearly, hiding it from your channel doesn't work. Sim your remaining picks after the 4th round. Okay. Who do you want, Mr. Hector, sir? Hello, Colin. Welcome in. You ended up getting the #1 player on your board, so pretty good draft for you guys. DJ Thomas was picked in the 1st round. Any 1st round projected player is gone. Yeah, you guys got, what's his name? Aaron Tucker. I think he's, what, a 76? Have Siri determine my picks. How would Siri pick? Pick a number between 1 and, like, 400? Caldwell was also picked, like, in the 1st round. Anybody who had who was good is probably gone. Unless you're the only one who scouted them. Anyone who had a 1st round projection is gone. Yeah, how many players here? 250. So what, is Siri to pick between 1 and 250? Who is the Aviators coach? His username is... Oh, original username. How original. #1 projected corner. Eric Knight. Another Buckeye. The Aviators are up again. Siri would pick between the numbers 1 and 20. Why 20? Hector definitely did something before the stream. That would surprise me. Giddy has a late board. He does have a late board, that's true. But it's not before round 6. If Siri determines my picks, have it do... But why... Oh, just between the top 20? Oh, okay. I mean, that's fine. Andrew Casey out of Maine. Hidden Dev! Good pick. Oh, look who's up again. The Columbus Aviators are back up. Set in your board. Okay, good stuff. If anyone wants 2 5s, they're being offered. Alright, sorry, that's not me. Ah. Or maybe that's Hector. That could be either one of them. Okay, here we go. I've been at a party. How's it been? It's been pretty good. Stupid Octi, this is SGYT. Okay, then. I'll take both 5ths. Well, you guys don't have the pick here. I don't know if you guys are up soon. Then maybe. It's not me. Yeah, obviously it's Hector or Cobra because they would do that. Tight end. Remember when you got scared that... I don't think I ever got scared that a 10-year-old was near me. I don't recall of this. Spencer Payton. I don't know who that is. This guy. Out of Western Michigan. What is going on with Andrew Stevens? I don't know. I'll figure that... They're up again? That's 3 in a row for a second straight round. Holy hell. They literally have like half the picks in this draft. But yeah, I'll figure out something with Andrew Stevens to make it fair. Just do 1 in 32. And that will determine what my team will get. Okay. You should make him a superstar. Well, why would I do both? That doesn't make sense. Why would I do both of those things? Propose we all change our name to Octagon Gaming and hop into an OFL stream. That would be chaotic. Are people from your board still there? I don't know. Let me see. I think one of them is, at least. Luis Giraldo. This guy in Minnesota. Ashley Dillard. You can't give me a name and then change it. You got lucky because he's hidden dev. So, don't give me a name and then change your mind. When I see a name, that's the name I'm probably going to pick. But it worked out for you. Alright, the Giants are up. I don't think right end Chief Keef is a player in this class. The Aviators will pick Dillard with their next pick and 2 picks. The sad thing is, you're right. He said he had 15 picks. It feels like he has 50. Can I see your Spotify playlist? I don't use Spotify. Two fives on the table. Kevin Dillard. Oh, boy. Oh, he's safety. Watch him be hidden, too. Oh, darn, he is normal. The Huskies are up. Famous iCloud rapper Lil Jordan Humphrey. His songs probably take so slow to download, if you know what I mean. Show wide receiver. Here's wide receiver. AB best rapper. Huh. Bet you won't show left outside linebacker. I actually will. Wide receiver Chief Keef. I don't think that's a person. I need a person. Jimmy Jackson. Out of Delaware. A blue head. Not a blue dev. He only is normal. The Giants have 2 of the next 3 picks. So you can pretty much pick 2 people here because the Chiefs, they're not here. Corner. Cornerback Chief Keef. I don't think Chief Keef plays corner either. Peter. I don't know who. Oh, Peter Carrington. Am I ever going to put cash considerations in the draft? We'll see. They should make a college option in Madden O block. Is that a college? Corner again. Oh, trade. What dev trait would I give rookie Joe Flacco? Probably star. Because he was good, but he was never like a superstar. So we've got a trade involving the Giants, but not involving this pick. Mr. Rob has DM'd me a screenshot that they have agreed to a swap of day 3 picks. A 6 for a future 4. Oh, they don't have a 6. Okay, never mind. It's a college in Illinois with world-renowned college professor Lil Durk. Seems believable. Naruto, you are still up, and you said corner. Do you like any of the corners? Terrence Allen. Even though Hector said cornerback Chief Keef. All right, now we're in the 4th round. The Huskies are up, and unfortunately for them, there's no Chief Keef to pick. Hopefully we can get through the day 3 rounds a little bit faster. They should make white corners aren't in the real NFL. Why would they put them in Madden? We had 2 white corners go in the 1st round, but I don't think there are any others in this draft because they're not real. Here's tight end. Anybody you like? Last 5th and a 7th for a future 4. Okay. The first guy, Nick Coakley. Any relations to the top 5 pick, Cooper Coakley? I don't know. He doesn't look like he's as good as Cooper Coakley. All right, Dublin is on the board. Why does Madden hate? I mean, at this point in the draft, it's kind of hard to get hidden devs. It is the 4th round. Last 5th, first 7th. Or 7th this year. Which pick would have been the Rams? Which pick are you guys doing? 194, 197, or 205? I want the Giants. The first one. Okay. Look at kickers. I'll trade you Chase Young for Myles Garrett, and I will chase you, my young boy, away. Because, no, I'm not doing that trade. Put it on echo mode. I don't have the other controller in, so that doesn't really work. I need 2 controllers to be in echo mode. You like any of these kickers? I'll trade you LA Clippers legend John Wall for Malik Willis. How does that even make sense? That's my fantasy name this year, Chase Young Boys. Is Deshaun Watson on your team? Although he doesn't do young boys, he does old women. Did I miss my pick? I don't think so. Joe Hobson. Hidden Dev. ESPN banned Massage Watson. Are you kidding? That's funny. Who would you like next? I think Dublin is another 4th round pick along with this one and the guy they just took, Big Joe. After that, we got Cardinals, Lions, Bears, Browns, Cardinals again. So, if Denmark and or Nick is here, you guys are up soon. It's time for a kicker. Uh-oh. How did they even come back? What do you mean? Oh! Oh, Watson's friends? Is that what you're saying? I don't know. I'm not an expert on that. Denmark is here. Cool. Somebody will take your trade. I mean, that's a pretty good deal. I might take that if I have a pick soon, which I don't think I do. I have 2 fifths. No, yeah, my next pick is in the 5th. Which kicker would you like? 2 fifths for 1 fifth. Okay. Siri, give me a number between 1 and 4.
The answer is 2.
2. He's going Gavin Colombo. A, injury. Hidden Dev! I did not know he had hidden. How's everyone's day going? It's going swell, my guy. Alright, the Cardinals are up. I wish Siri loved me like she loves you. I'm sorry to hear that. .94 kick power hidden dev looks pretty good. And you had better odds. It's true. You had a 1 and 2 shot, while they had a 1 and 4 shot. What if he has horrible kick accuracy? That could be a possibility. All right, Denmark, you have 2 picks within the next 5 selections. Jeremy Lynch is the first one. He's a fit with the Rams. It's a shame that he didn't get the 2 5s. But the Cardinals pick again soon. They have the next team to pick who's here. Although I do have a board from Cleveland. Is there anybody left on Cleveland's board, though? Brian Elam was picked, right? I think he was picked by Columbus. Yeah. Okay, so Nick doesn't have any more players on his board, so this is a sim. And they get 4. You didn't pick Elam. Well, somebody picked Elam. How can I get my kicker's kick power up? As he gets skill points, his rating goes up. So maybe his kick power will go up too. Wow, everyone's declining Mr. Rob's deal. If I had a pick soon, I would do that trade, for what it's worth. Show me tight ends. How do I get skill points? Well, your players get XP for doing stuff, and a certain amount of XP gets you a skill point. I think somebody took Elam. If not, then I will assign him to Cleveland. But yeah, he gone. Gary Steele. What a baller name. Gary Steele. He has to be good. What's the weak point of your team? Probably your quarterback's mental capacity. The Aviators are up again. Oh, that's the player you've been trading up from the whole time? Somebody who's gone? I did hear about the massage therapist convention in Cleveland. That's odd. Who does Columbus want for, like, their 20th pick? And Columbus has done pretty well with their picks, too. Tyree McAllister, running back out of Oregon. Browns again. Sim. Apple's first pick of the day. He said he wanted a receiver. He wasn't specific, so I'm just going to give him the top projected one. Demarius Childress. F catching. Yikes. What do you think about your team? I think your team's in a good spot. Have you done well? I think you guys have. All of you, you have an opportunity here to make that even better. I haven't seen... Apple was here like an hour ago. He was here for a minute, but he was here. But you'll see him in middle school tomorrow. You'll see him. Fullback or right tackle? Fullback. Right tackle. Left tackle. And here's Jax's boy, Dwight Haas. And fullbacks again, although I already showed that. Who drafts fullbacks? Denmark apparently does, and he got a hidden dev one. There's right tackle again. And there's fullback. Who do you want? Pick Haas and move him to fullback. If no one picks Haas by the time we're up, I'll pick him. But that's like not for another full round. Any of these guys you like? Vinny McKee staring you right in the face. Tavares James out of Vanderbilt. You like him? This guy who was a possible third-round pick. Jason Mays. You've been on the clock for a while. I'm starting to get close to the Jeopardy music. Tavares James out of Vanderbilt is the pick. You said SGYT, you're like 30. Falcons are back-to-back. That's about. We have a lot of sims here. Okay, hold on. We've got a ton of sims. The Bears is a sim. Panthers is now a sim. The Patriots are a sim. The Seahawks are a sim. And that brings us back to Dublin. Can we sim to my next pick? No. I think this is Dublin's like fourth round pick of the day. Still have a few projected third to fourth round guys still here. There's a reason why in the announcement I put in a specific category for day 3 players. So if you did your homework and found some day 3 guys, you should be able to thrive at this range in the draft. Do Siri. Give me a number between 1 and 32.
The answer is 21.
21. 9 plus 10. Kevin Kirkpatrick. Third and fourth round talent. Not bad. That's good value. That's how Mr. Rob got Muscabili. Exactly. I have a feeling Octi doesn't have friends in school. Unfortunately, you are wrong about that. I don't know. I think I'm going to take Joey Chestnut. So, is this the guy you want? I mean, he's good for the 4th round. And Siri told you to pick him. Siri really likes everybody here except for Mr. Rob. And Apple. We know Siri doesn't like Apple either. Kirkpatrick could be backup for Taylor. Do Kirkpatrick, okay. A ball carrier vision. He actually looks pretty good. 3rd to 4th round talent's like what? High. Oh my lord, they're up again. This is like their 5th pick in the 4th round. And it was the biggest fleece. I mean, trade I could have made. You can say fleece. We all know it. Siri, give me a number between 1 and 32.
It's 26.
26. Connor Sellers. I allow you to pick for me, but not Sim. Well, how am I supposed to pick for you? I don't know what you want. I don't know who's good. So, I might as well Sim. The CPU is probably going to do a better job than me. You want a fullback. Okay, then pick a fullback. Which one of these guys do you want? You've got 4 of them on the board. They're all here. 3 of them are utility, 1 of them are blocking. So, what do you want? Any of these guys have cool names to you? Do you want Siri to pick it? Siri gave you a good player last time. I think he wants the Jeopardy music. I agree. Bronson is special. Is he special enough to be picked? I think Hector said he wanted it for some receiver who wasn't all that good. I forget his name. Bronson Curl. Oh, have Siri pick it. Siri, give me a number between 1 and 4.
It's 4.
Siri wants you to pick Tremaine Bruce. But you want Curl. So pick Langford and call it a day. This is a fullback. We don't need it to take 5 minutes. Why are you only in the 4th round? Because we have people taking 5 minutes on deciding on fullbacks. This is like not a special decision. These guys aren't good. You're not going to listen to Siri. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, there we go. A lot of green. They're up again? Oh my god, that their 6th pick in the 4th round. Holy hell. How many 4th round picks does Dublin have? That's insane. That's literally their 6th pick of the round. Yeah, pick the other fullback. Did I count that right? Do they have 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, dear God. How am I supposed to ban a bot that I've hid from my channel 4 times? Yeah, I'll show the draft recap by team at the end, because for you and Dublin, I'm going to have a lot of scrolling to do. What is good, Nick? Welcome in. How does one get that many picks? I don't know. It's impressive how much they have. All right, who do you want? Let's not take 5 minutes this time. We wanna go faster, not slower. I reported the bot at least once, and I hit it all the other times. It's on Deshaun Watson mode. Jesus Christ. Do you want to do the Siri thing, 1 through 32? Siri, give me a number between 1 and 32.
The answer is 13.
13. Javonte Benson. That's who Siri wants. Alabama. Alabama offensive linemen are pretty good. You guys are still in the 4th round. We had 1 pick in the 2nd round last 15 minutes. So, yeah, it happens. Because Hector was willing to give away pretty much everything he owned for a mid-2nd round pick. Although we started at 6, yeah, it usually is like 2.5 hours. We are kind of going slow. All right, Arizona's up. Who do you want? Denmark. I thought the day 3 scouting thing would make it go faster. Jason Mays, thank you for being quick. That's what she said. That's actually not what she said. That'd be the opposite. That's what he did, not what she said. The Aviators are up again. Because they had like 5 picks in every round. Who have you guys picked? Your first pick was the safety, Jared Livers. And then you didn't have anybody else on your board for your next pick in the 4th round. I know you picked a decent offensive tackle. I think you had another pick, and I forget who it was. But your main pick was Jared Livers. What do you guys not get about pick Haas? Hush! He's 15 picks away from going off the board. Amari Thomas. They're literally taking 5 minutes on a pick they're going to cut in 2 years. Pretty much. The Beats. He said Sim, right? I think. If it's a real location you can't see, it's probably either Dublin or Columbus. That's true. Oh, Bacher gave me a list, but all those that's like a list for like the 1st round. Yeah, all those guys are long gone. The Beats get Zay Sinclair, and the Saints get Allen. That'll bring us back to the Rams. Why have these picks when you're just going to cut them? What? They're good, though. Patrick got picked by the Bison, and Jack Jackson is the newest backup quarterback in Minnesota. All right, the game's out. Thanks for coming in and doing your, 20 picks. Jack Jackson's demanding a trade. You can't control him. I mean, unless you retire and take him over, then I guess you could. But Jack Jackson is the insurance policy if I choose not to pay Malik Willis. So, I mean, he's a backup for now, but he might not be a backup in a year from now. You, Dublin, and the Aviators have the most picks. I mean, you guys don't have, that many. You said you had 3 1s and 3 4s, but what about the other rounds? Oh, shoot, the Giants. Okay, I'll swap the Giants and the Jets picks. So, Naruto, you can pick a person here and I'll swap them. That's not who I picked. I thought you said somebody else. Okay, I saw the wrong name. So, I'll pick Flynn for somebody else, and I'll swap him to you. What a mess. I hadn't made any mistakes, and then we have 2 within about 5 seconds of each other. I'll retire for 20 minutes. Sim, okay, then you'll get Rashad Drayton. That's easy enough. And then I'll pick the guy Mr. Rob wanted, Emmett Flynn, and I'll swap him for the player I accidentally chose. When is your next... I showed all the picks at the beginning of the stream within the first 5 minutes. So... you can find it there. Pepper Jack sent a board. His top player is still here. George Klug, the punter. Lucas Phillips is off the board to the Bats. Interesting. Shaq Wynn. That's a cool name. Shaq Wynn. Here to tell you guys we are winning the World Series. No, did you see the Baltimore Orioles get a hit in the 9th inning? That team's totally winning it all. The next team to pick is also the Rams. Wow, the Rams have a lot of picks. Hey, there's Haas! No, I wanted him! And now he's on a team with a serial sexual assaulter. We were like 5 picks away from getting him. Raphael McClendon, guard. Denmark is back up. She is a genius. Not for Mr. Rob, though. Who do you want, Mr. Denmark? I don't know. Steve Herrera's looking kind of tempting. Sherrod Grove might be there. That's a fire name. I might pick him if he's on the board. Harvey Gilmore. I don't know what position he plays, but H. Gilmore, maybe he's good. Middle linebacker. Give me Steve. Yes. There's middle linebacker. Taj Thurmond. That's a cool name. Steve Herrera. Give me a grade. I would have to see all your picks listed out, but, I mean, you hit on your first overall pick, so that's good. So it's probably a high number. All right, I think I'm going to take that safety. What's his name again? Sherrod Grove. Yeah, that's a football name. Idaho State. Go Tigers. The Browns are up. Then we have the Dolphins. The Dolphins again. The Falcons, Washington, and the Bears. Talking about 3 Jack Jackson. We got a 3 Haas first. What did you get in the 4th round? I don't think you had a pick in the 4th round. So, no one. Send Haas to the Tigers. We'll get Jose on the phone and make a deal. I don't think he will value Haas that highly. Harvey Gilmore. Does he have a dev? He does. I think he's like a 60, though. He's not good. But he has a dev. 43 change of direction. Oh, boy. All right, the Dolphins have back-to-back picks. Now we're starting to move a little bit faster. This is good. Hopefully we can keep it up. And be done by like 9, because I still have to edit. Is C. Mills here? He was here like 3 minutes ago, I think. Or not, I don't know. The guy at 4 you would let your daughter date. Brett Wells. He does look like a nice guy. Out of Illinois. Wholesome dude. Someone picked Benji Cone. He would have been my pick if I didn't pick Sherrod. Shadon Bodden is a cool name, too. There are a lot of cool names here. Again, shout out to whoever made this draft class, because I think they did a really good job. Yeah, Livers is a user, so that's fun. J.J. Glanville out of Penn State. I think his rating is somewhat high. And he is hidden dev. Somewhat high is in like mid-70s. Like 72, 74. Which is pretty good for a rookie kicker. Alright, Atlanta is a sim. This is the area where we sim a lot. Washington is a sim. The Bears is a sim. Carolina is a sim. 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 This is probably Columbus or Dublin. No, it's the Wizards. Is Dan Dutton still here? I don't know. Did he set a board? He did. But that was like a board for the first like 2 rounds. Patrick got picked 9th by the Bison. And Jack Jackson was, what were we, 16? We were either 14 or 16. I think we were 16. So I don't think the Wizards are here. According to Discord, he's offline. You idiots let Patrick fall tonight. I thought Patrick was going to go earlier because a lot of people found out he was an 87. I know the Shamrocks briefly considered him at 1, and I thought they made the right move by not picking him because Keon Johnson's a stud. Okay, the Wizards aren't here. They get Connor Sellers, who was supposed to go like 2 rounds ago. But Dublin didn't listen. That'll bring us to the Rams. Felix Parker, thank you for being quick. Mr. Rob's been super quick with all of his picks after spending 15 minutes in the second round on his 1 pick. The Wizards, again, they're not here, as we've just found out. They go Caleb Southward, and the Rams are up again. Finally headed home. How is the draft going? Pretty good. We are late in the 5th round. We are starting to move a lot faster, which is good. He's a normal dev. As I said when he was picked, Osiris Jefferson was also normal dev. And he had a 30-plus thousand legacy score. Mateo Romero out of East Central University. Can't say I've ever heard of them. D kick accuracy. Oh boy. He might not be as good as the other guys. Octi is a fraud for me. I didn't want to make him too OP. 87 normal is pretty fair. Another kicker. Glanville was the kicker who went before Mateo, and Glanville's good. Who needs a punter when you have punt god? Have any punters gone? We had Klug go. Yeah, he was the only one. Alright, Cleveland is up. He's legit the brother of Dan. When did Sally was in the 2nd round? Yeah, so that's when Sally went. What is Sally, the sister of Dan? Give me the cone. Benji Cone out of the Ohio State University. He's going to look like a traffic cone playing in Cleveland. All right, that'll bring us to Toronto. Is what's his face still here? Hector? NFL Top 100. They're doing that in mid-August? I thought they did that in like July, which is still probably too late. They have Juice Check at 100. Huh. Are we going to have anybody? Who am I kidding? No. Where are they going to put Trayvon Diggs? That's my question. Are they going to have him where he belongs, or are they going to have him at like 20? I have a bad feeling Trayvon Diggs is going to be really high. Gotta go. Always thank you, Octi, for putting this together. Sorry for taking so long on that one pick. That one pick was fun, though. That was a fun 15 minutes. So, no need to be sorry. Thanks for coming in. Patrick is adopted, but he's a stepbrother. CeeDee Lamb is 95. That seems fair. I feel like CeeDee Lamb's gotten a little bit overrated, but 95 is fine. Hector's not here. We can sim. That's not sim. A quarterback, Rock Chalk, Tim Robinson. Go Jayhawks. Naruto said sim for his last pick. Should I keep simming? Tally is the daughter. How does that make sense? Dan was like 21. Who were the other players between 100 and 95? What picks did you miss? You had a couple picks in the 5th round. Go to kicker. There's 1 kicker remaining. Joshua Fry. Still have 4 punters. And I think 3 fullbacks. Tim Robinson's going for Hector's job. Tim Robinson, Sam Hartman, Jacoby Brissett, and Hector Estrada Jr. Did you miss your pick? You haven't missed any picks. Your last choices were when you had the back-to-back picks, and you got the kicker. Let me see him. Here he is. You're seeing him. He also had a son at 4. Huh. Well, Sally might be older than 20. Will you be able to see? Yeah, at the end of the video, I'll show everybody's pick by team. Tell the people in the chat if you should go for a quarterback or a punter. I don't know. What does Siri think? Here's punter. Daughter at 1, son at 4. What a stud. Who's the mother? You like any of these punters, Naruto? Select the kicker. No more kickers. Joshua Fry. I think he was the worst kicker in the class, so congrats. He's a left-footed kicker, though. Chiefs and the Giants are back again. Is that a quarterback? Carter from Georgia. $85 kick power is pretty bad. That's not... I mean, that's not... I don't know if I'd say that's horrible, but that's not good. What's Fat Randy's kick power? Because we have Fat Randy in the Titan series. Once I saw he was on the roster, that's when I knew I had to pick them. Tim Robinson, QB1. Hell yeah. Running back. Oh boy. The annual Naruto running back pick. Randy Bullock has 93 kick power for comparison. Kick power ratings are usually more consistently high than kick accuracy. For kick power, if you have under a 90, I'd be a little bit concerned, whereas accuracy can really fluctuate from 70 to high 90s. Do Siri for 1 and 2. 1's a quarterback, 2 is a punter. Okay, I'll do that. Still here. Cool. Any of these guys you like, Naruto, who you're going to eventually pay $20 million to in 4 years? Is any of your draft boards still here? I think they're all gone. Sally got picked in the mid-second round, shortly before we had the whole Mr. Rob Hector debacle by the Cardinals. How does preseason work? We sim through the preseason games. Aaron P. Aaron Porter. Hello, Ismu. You were not here. I might just try to clip that and make it its own video because that was gold and everybody needs to see that because it's funny. Siri, give me a number between 1 and 2.
The answer is 2.
2. Is that punter? Yeah. Give me a number between 1 and 4.
It's 3.
3. Doug Keller. Any relations to Helen? Hopefully not. That'd be concerning. Yeah, long story short, the Hector Mr. Rob thing, they had a trade in place for Hector to move up into the mid-second round where Mr. Rob completely fleeced him, and I don't know why Hector wanted to do it. So then we spent 5 minutes debating if the trade was fair. We let Siri choose. Siri said no. Then we came up with another pick, or another trade. It didn't work. Then the Ravens eventually moved up, and he wanted to pick the player who I had just picked and was on the screen for 10 straight minutes. So, yeah, that was an interesting 15 minutes. The Browns are back up. You didn't... Yeah, but when you moved up, you picked the guy I had just chosen. Porter, the linebacker. who was on the screen the entire time for 10 plus minutes. That will go down as one of the wildest OFL draft moments. Scroll down the board. Who did the Wizards take at middle linebacker? I don't remember the guy's name. Did they take the white guy who was kind of good? I forget his name. Taj Thurman. Yes, good pick. Or should I say cool name, because I know nothing about the player. He's 21 out of Butler. Does Butler have a football team? I learned Georgetown has a football team today. Does Butler have one too? Okay, Pepper Jack, he sent me a board. Is center Abrams available? Seahorns Dev was hidden. I don't think it's X Factor. I don't remember if it's Star or Superstar. Abrams, is he here? He is not. Wide receiver Battaglia. I think he's pretty good. Brad Battaglia. 5'11", sneaky athletic, type of guy you'd let your daughter date, blue-collar mentality, first guy in, last guy out. He's a film junkie, and he's a Jaguar. Butler is a D1 foot. They're D1? I guess they're FCS. The more you know. Did your team get worse? I think you better position yourselves for the long term. I mean, maybe a little bit, but I think overall they were a good set of moves. Yeah, Pokemon didn't send a board, so this is a sim pick. Cardinals, Denmark. Is Denmark here? They do have a football team. Well, there you go. I've learned today that Georgetown and Butler have football teams. What conference do they play in? I know they're not in Villanova's football conference. So, I don't know where they would be. Show the safeties. Maybe not rocking the boat a bunch will result in EA being happy. EA's never happy. The Pioneer League. Okay. Free safety Chief Keef. Is that Lindsey Woodley's nickname? Kirk Dunn. Out of Drake. Does Drake have a football team? I know they have a basketball team. Shout out former Drake Bulldog and Kansas national champion Joe Youssefu. Morehead State is in that conference. That's where Dan went to school. That might be where his kid went to school, too. I don't know. I know Sally went to James Madison. Any of these guys you like, Nick? Oh, wait, no, this is Denmark. I'm stupid. Oh, that's who you wanted to draft. I thought Nick was on the clock. So that's why I didn't do anything when you said Kirk Dunn. That's my bad. Did Colt Riggs go to Drake too? Yeah, he did. That's right. Aviators. Is the Aviators coach still here? You know people who went to James Madison. The newest FBS school. You should draft Greg Dortch Jr. We'll see. Stupid. Apparently I'm stupid. The Aviators are here. Cool. For their, 50th pick of the day. When is our next pick? Probably at the end. Yeah, 26 in both rounds. Not again. Oh, Nick already got it. Drake is also in the Pioneer. I need to see what this Pioneer Football League is about. Is that where, like, Bucknell and all them play? And, what's that one school? The school that played Wisconsin in March Madness. Colgate. Is that, like, Pioneer League? Dayton. This is, like, all the reject basketball schools. Dayton. Valpo. Is that, Holy Cross? Pepperdine, San Diego. They have teams like San Diego and then Dayton. How does that geographically make sense? Why are you having teams from San Diego and then Ohio in the same conference? Unless San Diego's not in San Diego, California. That's where Jamal Agnew went to school. Hold on. Is there like a different University of San Diego? He was born in San Diego, California, so I'm going to assume San Diego Toros from the Pioneer League are in San Diego, California. Why do they have a team from San Diego and Dayton in the same school and the same conference? Craig Smith. You were born in Holy Cross Hospital. Congrats. It's like if Rutgers and USC were in the same conference. Yeah, but at least hidden Dev. But at least like that's a big time conference. Like why are they having poor geographic stuff in the freaking Pioneer League? Hector's on the board. San Diego secretly in Maryland. I figured maybe it could be somewhere else, like Miami of Ohio. But no, they have teams from San Diego and Dayton in the same football conference. Butler's Indiana. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. Can I look at centers? Don't you not have another pick? I mean, here are the centers, but... Tyler Fowler. Out of Mizzou. Baltimore is up for the first time in, like, forever. He said he was going to get fullback, but which one? You got Tyler, you got Ramon, and you got Tremaine. And then running backs. Garrett won't listen to my trade. We'll tell Garrett that... I don't know, his team stinks. Anybody you like? The highest fullback. Tyler Wallen out of Vanderbilt. Garrett's team does stink. The Huskies are back up. And then we get to the range where we sim a lot. Can you sim my pick? Okay. That's easy enough. Christian Green. KJ Reese. That's a cool name. The Black Knights. Cobra said he wanted... What did he want here? He did DM me what he wanted to do. I don't have the kicker. Well, I can't give you a kicker because there are none. I'll give you a punter instead. Siri, give me a number between 1 and 3.
The answer is 1.
Bryson Mitchell. I want to say he's the best one. Hit it, Dev. Who needs Antoine Winfield when you have 2 X-Factor safeties? Facts. The Pioneers, they also want, I think, a kicker. Oh, pick snipe alert. On his board, he had 3 kickers and Bryson Mitchell. Should I just give him another punter? Siri, give me a number between 1 and 2.
It's 1.
1. Where are the punters? Sam Davis. Am I going to be drafting C.J. Thomas Jr.? I don't know. We'll see. How do you feel about what I've done so far with your trades and picks? I would say you guys have done a pretty good job. Kion Wheeler to the Wizards. All right, I kind of like this defensive tackle. Shadon Bodden. That's a powerful name. Do we have any other possibilities? AJ Green. AJ Green punched Jalen Ramsey in a game. Does that count as a criminal? I don't know, but I'll pick him. He actually doesn't look too bad. At least with 2 Bs showing, so hopefully that's true. The Beats is a sim. Pioneers is a sim. The Saints is a sim. Bats is a sim. The Chiefs is a sim. Is Naruto here for the Giants? They have 2 of the next 3 picks. Legit only picked Throw McKinley to me, Mockty, because he thought I'd pick him next. I was not going to pick him because I made him an Easter egg X Factor. AJ Green does look a lot different. He looks more like the Northern Iowa point guard named AJ Green, who's actually a baller. That guy can hoop. Punter. And Clowney only had 17. Yeah, thanks for stealing him, by the way. I think we were the only 2 people to offer on him. And I offered him a lot. Matt Robinson, you want him? He's the last special teamer on the board. Are there any player-made people? No. I think they're all gone. Matt Robinson it is. B injury. He's not athletic, but he can kick. We're in the 7th and final round. Here we go. 32 more picks. The Giants are back up. At least you have Fatty. Be quiet. Didn't offer Clowney much. Well, how does that make sense? You offered Clowney not much. I did. But you got him. I had to have given him close to 15 a year. I offered all the big-time pass rushers other than Bradley Chubb. And I guess Micah Parsons because he was asking for, like, a king's ransom. Lamar Roland. Are we going to get any hidden devs in the 7th round? San Francisco, Minnesota. What about that time when San Francisco made the playoffs? Oh, wait. They didn't. 1 year, 11 mil. I didn't give him more than that? I guess not. Huh. Well, I regret that greatly. I mean, I got Logan Wilson, but he's not a pass rusher. Mr. Rob DM me 3 people. All right, still here. Christian Green is gone. Kirk Dunn is gone. Is wide receiver Tyrone Johnson on the board, however? He is. Okay, perfect. What about that time I beat you in the playoffs? Mickey Mouse here doesn't count. You meant the cities. Oh. Yeah, but isn't San Francisco super expensive? It does seem like a nice city, though. That'd be a fun place to go. Center Leonard. Is he on the board still? He is. Caleb Leonard out of Utah State. Oh, Pepperjack's picking his Utah State guys. Will be that time Octi 1-0. I have 4 range. Get in your lane. The Cardinals are up now. Price doesn't matter when you're a millionaire. Yeah, but like non-millionaires, like probably most of us. Isn't it rich? What San Francisco can say is they have mostly non-depressing sports teams, though. Not a lot of places can say that. Are there any mean players left? I mean, if you view Enrique Harrison as a meme, then yeah, sure. Do you think Brett with 1T Gregory is a meme? Or Manny Hart? Or Devontae Underwood? That's a cool name. Antonio Acosta? Do I have a 7? I do, and I don't plan on trading it. That's the wrong button. Manny Hart. He's a running back, I think. Out of Texas Tech. Go Raiders. Alright, who's next? The Diablos is a sim. The Aviators. Is this your last pick of the day? Next year 6 for a current 7 on the table for whoever wants it. Do the Aviators want that? The Aviators are here. What is it? You guys are up. That's what it is. Who would you like? Manya's or Fall Guys tonight? If I have time. I don't know if I will, because I'm preparing stuff for Madden. But if I do, maybe. Go to wide receiver. There's another cone. I wonder what he's... Oh, I did a sneak peek in the Discord. I'm not hiding it. If you scroll up, you'll see what I'm doing. Swinton. Davion Swinton. That's a cool name. Out of Middle Tennessee State. Fun fact about Middle Tennessee State. I started the save file for the new NCAA series today, and I used Middle Tennessee State because they're random. So I figured I would just use a team that's probably not going to do anything. Halfway through the sim in like the 2018 season where I left off, I think they're number 2. I'm simming up to 2022, so it doesn't really matter, but yeah, random. The Rams is a sim, the Cardinals is here, Dolphins are here, and then a lot of those teams are a sim. I don't know why Middle Tennessee State was good, though. What if they still good or remain good for another 4 full seasons, and then they'll be really good in the actual series itself? Underwood. I don't remember his position, but I know he's down here somewhere. Devontae Underwood out of Kentucky. Hidden Dev? Nope. The Dolphins. How good was Ohio State? I haven't been looking at it too much because it won't really matter until we're like a year or 2 away. Because like the top of the rankings are going to be pretty random since I'm simulating like 9 years in the future just so everything says 2022 season. So I think there's a better chance the teams like Ohio State and Alabama are going to be good, but there might be some random ones. I know UConn's been like strangely in the top 25 as well. Can you check if I showed all the draft picks at the beginning? There are 2 fullbacks. 2 fullbacks, no kickers, no punters. Siri it up. Give me a whole number between 1 and 2. Is that a
It's 1.
helicopter? Dear God, that's loud. Siri chose 1. Ramon Langford. I'm going to close the door. That is loud as hell. There we go. I can still hear it, but what are you going to do? OBJ at 90. A guy who got cut is in the top 100. The Feds. It's the Feds! Alright, I think the next person here is Cleveland. How's OBJ? Yeah, I'm not a CeeDee Lamb truther, but that's a little bit ridiculous. Quarterback alert. The Illinois quarterback goes to RMP. Madden Sim is weird. Alright, Nick is up. After Nick, I know I'm up pretty soon. And then a bunch of relocation teams, so probably the Aviators. I know Dublin's out of picks. So it's not them. Who's it gonna be? I can make this pick for you. Okay. I've been eyeing this player up for a while. I know who I'm picking, and it's not this player. But I've had Shadon Bodden on my radar since like the 5th round, and he has a cool name. So, he'll be your pick. They put OBJ over Kyle Pitts. That's questionable. Would Kyle Pitts be a top 100 player last year? I think he's, on talent-wise, this is a top 100 player. But was he one of the 100 best players in the league last year? He was better than Odell. All right, I saw this player when I was scrolling through wide receivers. I figured it was kind of fitting that we picked a guy from Tennessee named Alex. So why not? The meat riding from the NFL. The players are the one who picked the top 100. The players are the guys who vote. So the NFL doesn't control. The players are voting. Did they vote for 100 players? I saw a ballot like last year that was really bad, but the player only voted for like 20 people. So did they send 100? If you gave me a 60 overall play... Yeah, but it's the 7th round. These guys aren't going to be good. Why am I still here? Well, we're like done. If Naruto's here, we have one more pick. If Naruto's not here, we can all make this pick together as a team. Then we'll go through the draft recap, and then we'll finish it off, because I got to edit today's video. Is Naruto here? Because he can make the pick for his own team. But if he's not here, then we can make the pick for him. There's only one fullback left. I feel like that'd be kind of fitting. Pick the whitest dude. Who's the whitest guy here? Jonathan Murray's tan. This guy's white. Duncan Hales is white. You had all hit-ins? God damn, that's pretty impressive. My vote is for the fullback. There's no more punters left. There's no punters, there's no kickers, and there's one fullback. My vote is for the fullback. I mean, the fullback's kind of a running back. Brody Waddle. Not only is he white, but Brody is a really white name. Pick the darkest dude. Sandy Claiborne's pretty dark. Trent Williams, left tackle. A lot of people are saying the fullback. I agree. I think it should be the fullback. Tremaine Bruce, Mr. Irrelevant to the Giants. All right, is everybody ready to see their players' ratings? We already know quite a bit of them. I'm going to try to get through this pretty quick. The Wizards, the Dominican Sue Jr., 78 overall. They got a couple decent linebackers, not bad. The Aviators, oh boy, we're going to be scrolling for a while. Dontavius Brown is an 82. They had a really good draft, considering they had 4 out of 5 picks here, then 3 in a row here. They were busy, and they did a good job. Cooper Coakley, 79. Does he have hidden? He does. The rest of their draft was pretty bleh. The Bears, they had a good draft. Whoa! Oh my god! Look at all these 70s! I guess that's what happens when you have 2 teams' drafts, pretty much. But they did really well. The Beats got a really good linebacker with Jeff Walker. Rest of your draft was fine. The Bison, here's Patrick. God damn it. What are we doing, Mr. Bot? So Patrick is an 87 with Normal out of Morehead State. 98 speed, 99 excel, 99 catching, 99 catch traffic, 99 agility, 19 jumping, 26 spec catch. He also has 99 injury, juke, and change of direction. So pretty much, get the ball in this guy's hands, and get out of the way. He's a 55 physical. The rest of their draft was pretty good. Good draft for the Bison. The Black Knights got 1 pick, and it was a pretty good one. 74 overall hidden dev punter. The Broncos got 1 pick. They did good as well. 76 hidden linebacker. The Browns, they only had 1 pick in the top 100, but it was a pretty good one with X-Factor Jared Livers. Tatum Parrish, the top quarterback off the board to the Bucks. He does have hidden dev. I saw his dev, and it's pretty good. I hope they start him over Card. The Cardinals had a solid draft of James Francis and Sally. Steele is a 70. Nico Holden, the tight end, is a 75 to the Chiefs. They did all right. The Diablos had a pretty good draft. The Dolphins had a really deep class. I say really deep. They had, a kicker. But 470s is pretty good. The Falcons had a nice draft. Humphrey Jones is a 76. Washington only had 3 picks. The Niners only had 3 picks, and they got all hiddens. Technically, kind of. Can I please see my safety stats? This guy, Mr. Caldwell. I might cut... No, you're going to mess up your money if you do that. That's not smart. The Giants, they had a solid draft. They had a lot of picks. The Huskies, 78 for Malik Jackson. Their top 2 picks are pretty solid. Noah Syverson, 77 to the Jags. He's pretty good. Shane Arsenio is a 76. Does he have hidden? He does. The Panthers with their 2 corners, both pretty solid. New England, whoa, that's a lot of 70s. Pioneers only had 3 picks. The Rams had a solid draft. Here's Vikian Muscabili, who is an 83 with X Factor. He's good. He's good. Ravens only had 3 picks, but they did solid. The Saints, pretty good. The Seahawks, not too bad. Shamrocks, the number 1 pick, Keon Johnson. Pretty good player. The rest of their draft was solid. The Tigers had nobody. And then for us, Jack Jackson, 76. We had a good draft. Our first 3 picks were good. Alex Winters, pretty solid for round 7. All right, if anybody has any specific player they want me to check out, put them in now. The lowest overall player was Tavares James. He's a 54. Lowest by 6. Good God. And the highest was, of course, Patrick. The only other players in the 80s were Mikian Muscabili, Dontavius Brown, and Lewis Sehorn. All right, I'll do it in the order that I see them. First, Jared Livers. That's not Jared Livers. Oh, this guy is hidden. That's cool. I should just do it by round. Yeah, that's easier. Jared Livers. Boom. Sehorn. Jack Jackson. Number 21. He looks pretty good. Possible future quarterback for the Vikings. The Huskies. Chet Maho and Malik Jackson. Trayvon Smith I'll save for the end because he's not a rookie. Yeah, I'm changing his number. He's not wearing 21. That's disgusting. Here he is, 79 kick power, 99 kick accuracy. Sally. Sally is a 74. My running back. What a great name. My running back. My running back is pretty good. Blade. Sally, I think I made Sally all of her whatchamacallit, her thickness levels like the max. I made her really thick. Aaron Tucker. Colton Young. I'll do doubling all at once. Is Sally the first female in the NFL? No, because this isn't the NFL. Eric Newberry. Don't let Deshaun play against the Cardinals. Well, we play the Browns this year, so I don't think that's an issue. Kicker, punter, fullback. And then I have Baron Browning and Trayvon Smith. And then I think that is it. He literally is Helen Keller throwing the football. Yeah, we play against each other, I think, week 3 on Monday Night Football. I showed the schedule at the beginning of the episode, or the stream. Dan versus Hector. Oh. I think that's all the drafted players. Yeah. So we've got Trayvon Smith, and we have the other guy, Baron Browning. Auto Roch. We'll see. Time to trade for Deshaun. Oh, you're wrong. 17 awareness. Have fun. 96 speed, though. Pretty good. And then Baron Browning, who's become an edge rusher in real life. Lions should take notes with Jared Davis. All right, I think that's it. OFL draft in the books. There will be a roster video up, I think, tomorrow. Can we see the guy? Was that McNutt who had 400 awareness? I think. We're going to have the roster video and preseason free agency tomorrow. I've done so much OFL stuff today, I don't really want to do more. So I'm going to do that early tomorrow, just so I can knock it out. So that'll be up tomorrow morning-ish. He will never have another Niners watch game. His awareness has gone down to, I don't see it. He has 0 finesse moves, though. When will the roster video be out? Go back about 30 seconds when I explain it in full detail. .22 awareness. It's not quite 250. But, yeah, that'll wrap it up. Hope everybody enjoyed. We'll be back for the start of the regular season, probably end of this week or this weekend. Maybe Friday? Friday, Saturday-ish? What is your rating? I showed all that like 10 minutes ago. So if you go back, you'll see it. But, yeah, that'll do it. Hope everybody enjoyed. Keep your eyes posted tomorrow for the roster video and preseason free agency.